Hey, Screaming Geek Media here. I am Jerry the Geek. This video is going to be a 2023 year in review. But before we get into that, if you like physical media, if you like 4Ks, Blu-rays, DVDs, if you like home theater, just movies in general, check out my other videos on my channel because I do collection updates, reviews, discussions, custom covers. Check that stuff out, see what you like. Hit that like button, subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. So this video we're going to talk about the 2023 year in review. We're going to go over everything I picked up throughout the entire year. First we'll go over some numbers, talk about the amounts I spent and how many I got each month. Then we'll kind of go over like where I bought them, kind of give you an idea. It's kind of nice to paint a picture of where you buy movies, where you buy your most from. So I thought, it's kind of a nerdy thing to kind of keep track of, so we'll be talking about that. Then we're going to go over, and after all that's done, I've picked out a whole stack of releases that I picked up this year that are my favorites. Some of them have been out for a couple years or even longer that I've just picked up, but definitely among my favorites, so we'll be going over that. So to kick it off with, as far as numbers go, I got a total of 248 titles that I picked up this year. Probably a little bit more because a couple of the sets that include multiple, and so I only count, like the Hellraiser set, there's 4 movies, but it's one release, or the Friday 13 sets, multiple movies, but it's, one pickup. So looking at that, there's, a few extra, but yeah, 248 is what I picked up this year. And looking, going month to month, looking back, surprisingly, September was my biggest month. I picked up 34 that month. Normally November, December is your biggest month because of Black Fridays, but back in September, Amazon Prime had some big Prime sales again, so I picked up quite a few there. Now my least amount was in June. I only picked up 11 titles that month. And I even break it down even further as far as 4Ks, Blu-rays, and DVDs. Of those, 4Ks I've picked up 188 movies. Blu-rays I've got 56 I added. And I actually picked up 4 DVDs in this year. Now to break it down to where, like I said, it's kind of nice to know where I spent the money. So I actually looking at, I got my big list here where I do all my purchases. I got Amazon, Arrow, Best Buy, Big Lots, Bookaholic, Dollar General, Dollar Tree, eBay. I even have garage sales listed, but I didn't purchase anything from any garage sales this year. Goodwill, Grindhouse, Grove, Half Price Books, Hamilton Book, Kino Lorber, Shout Factory, Target, Turbine, Walmart, off their website, and then in-store I kind of broke them down separately. Zavi, and I've got a few miscellaneous. So looking at my purchases that way, my biggest sellers are Amazon, eBay, and Grove. Now, those are the big 3 for me. I used to be Walmart, but I've found I've been ordering more through Amazon than Walmart. Price is normally, a lot of times Walmart will match Amazon's, but sometimes if I'm ordering, I find it easier getting it through Amazon. But of those, Amazon is my biggest. I got 77 titles from them this year, and ordered from them every single month. And then eBay, I ordered all but November, which I'm not sure how I missed that, but yeah, I've ordered every month from them except November, and I got 26 releases from them. Grove is, again, becoming a big seller for me. Out of the 12 months, I ordered from them 10 months, and I've got 38 titles from them. I love dealing with them, and I highly recommend them. If you've never ordered from Grove, sign up. You get I think a 20% discount off your first order. They've got free shipping. They ship out pretty much within a couple of days after you order. The last one was a surprise over the holidays. Normally you get an email from them, confirming your order. Then a couple days later, they send out an email when it's been shipped. They give you a tracking number. And the last order, for some reason, because of holidays, I never got an email saying it was shipped. So I'm Okay, well, maybe just, it's Christmas. Take a couple of days before them to ship out, and all of a sudden they showed up in the mail. And I never got the email, but that was a nice surprise. Like Best Buy, like I've mentioned this in other videos, I hate dealing with them. Them doing away with physical media, I no love lost there. I won't lose any sleep over it because from Best Buy I ordered 9 titles from them throughout the entire year. And only, I think, 3 of those were in store, and the other ones were online purchases. Now, some of them, I've never dealt with Diabolic or Orbit DVD. I do look at what they have. I did order the new Conan movies from Diabolic, so those will be coming in this next month here. So I'm looking forward to seeing those on 4K. But yeah, I've never ordered from them before. Turbine I've ordered through a couple times. If they have something you really want, they're really nice to deal with. Prices are they can be a little bit expensive, especially with shipping from Germany, but they do a phenomenal job on their releases, which we'll get into showing. I'll show off, what I got from them. Now, all that said and done, let's go over the final number. Probably kind of curious about is what I spent for the entire year, and definitely, I hope my wife doesn't hear me upstairs, but $3,848.73 is what was spent on physical media releases for the entire 2023 year. That is crazy. Definitely, this is where I do like knowing the numbers because, to hold myself accountable. Definitely, that's too crazy. I definitely need to look, budget better, cut back on the spending, and not go crazy next year. So if you're someone like me, definitely look, kind of keep track of what you spend on movies each month, and kind of do a running tally and see, compare month to month, and see what your habits are, and see where you can cut back. And yeah, that's definitely pretty crazy. Okay, now that we got all the numbers done, thrown aside, let's talk about my favorite pickups for the year. I got 2 big stacks here to go through. It's kind of interesting. Like I said, these are some of my favorites that I've picked up. Some of them are, older that just I've been wanting to get for a long time. Some are newer. We'll start with one of the most recent ones we just picked up in December. Is the Fog City, the Steelbook. I freaking love this, and the movie's pretty good itself. If you don't mind some of the campy, horror movies, it's not perfect, but it's a lot of fun. It's entertaining. This is worth a pickup. Definitely check this out. Next up, I got a few Blu-rays I picked up. We got a Weekend at Bernie's. Some of you might think this is a weird favorite, but this is one of my all-time favorite comedies. I actually did a review of this you can check out. I've had the DVD for ages, and I've watched probably 1,000,000 times, and it looked like crap, but I always enjoyed the movie. I was glad to upgrade a Blu-ray because this blew the DVD away. Again, check out my review of that. If you like a good comedy and haven't seen this is highly recommend. Pick this up. It's freaking great. Another bucket list title was Mouse Hunt. One of the early DreamWorks movie. I love this movie. And had another one I had on DVD for years, so I was glad to finally upgrade this on Blu-ray. Next up, we got the Blu-ray Steelbook of Maximum Overdrive. Blu-ray of Coma, an old Michael Douglas movie. I think Shout Factory just put out their own version of this, but I bought this from Dollar General this year, and it was only a few dollars, and when I saw it, I was like, it's a movie I'd completely forgot about. I had not seen it in probably 30 or 40 years. So I had to pick up, and it was a fairly decent Blu-ray. Next up, we got the Rocky Collection 4K. Unfortunately, it's just the first 4. They have not done the other 2 yet. They were supposed to come out, and I don't know what happened to them. They were scheduled to come out in September. If anybody knows anything out there, please comment below. Let me know what you think. Because I definitely am looking. I really want number 5 and 6. I'd love to have the whole collection on 4K. Next up is another bucket list title, the 1976 King Kong. I know a lot of people shit on this movie, but this was the King Kong that I grew up with. I love the original. Don't get me wrong, but like I said, this is one I grew up with. This has not been released in the US on 4K, so I had to order this on eBay. I did a review of that and unboxings you can check out. Gorgeous steelbook. They did a really fantastic job with the 4K in my opinion. I think they do have a standard version as well available. If you, I think you go to Amazon UK, you can check out. But yeah, they did a really good job. If you like this movie and want the 4K, yeah, the UK one is the only way to get it. Again, I love the steelbook. I had to have this one. Another bucket list was a Dragonheart. This was actually just came out last year. I mean, this year. It depends on when I get this video up, today or tomorrow. I don't know, but this is one, you know, I've had on a laser, you know, DVD, laser disc, had on HD DVD, and I'd always wanted to see it on 4K, so I was glad I finally got it. And I waited till I had a sale on it, and so I didn't buy it right away, but got it a few months later. Another one I had to get right away was Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves from Arrow. I think by the time I knew about this, it was hard to find for a decent price. Ended up, Ken suggested Grindhouse, and I think that was the first time I ever ordered from them, so I ordered this through Grindhouse, so I was glad to get. Great edition, did a review, you can check that out. Another Arrow 4K, Trimmer Steelbook. This one sold out right away. A gorgeous steelbook. I always wanted it, but I didn't want to pay the high price tag. And I got it from a Hamilton Book for a really good deal. And it was sold out through them. And when I looked yesterday, they have these in stock again for like 25 bucks. So if you want this steelbook, definitely get on their site and get this, because this is freaking gorgeous. One of my favorite steelbooks I've seen. Next one up, we got Prey on 4K. You know, it's a nice looking steelbook. It was a Best Buy exclusive. I hated paying a high dollar for it, but I really wanted to get it. I haven't watched the 4K yet. I've got the Blu-ray bootleg that I got from China last year, which, you know, I don't like supporting bootlegs, but if a studio is not going to release something, I'm sorry, I'm gonna buy a bootleg. I don't like supporting bootlegs, but if that's the only way to get it, I will. But then again, if it comes out on official release, I will double dip and get the official release, and that's what I did here. Next up, we've got the Princess Bride on 4K. This is definitely a favorite of me and my wife's. You know, we had the Blu-ray, and then they released the 4K finally. It comes in a nice, you know, the same really nice packaging from Criterion. Next up, another favorite of mine, Time Bandits. I got hooked on this back in the VHS days. Phenomenal movie. It's so much fun. If you haven't seen this, definitely check this out. This is another Criterion release. I did a review of that you can check out. Next up, another bucket list item, American Werewolf in London. Another one when it came out, I just didn't want to pay the high price. I waited for some deals. And I think I'm getting this from Grindhouse earlier in the year, and, you know, got a really good deal on it. Now, next up is the sequel, American Werewolf in Paris. No, this is not the best movie in the world, but it's, you know, being part of the collection, you know, I've got the first one. I need to get this one, and the only way to get the 4K is to import it, and I got this from Turbine. And it looked pretty good. I was very impressed with it. I did a review of that you can check out. Next up is another one from Turbine, Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. Arrow has one as well. I ordered this, I think at the time it was cheaper through Turbine, and it's a gorgeous set. This has always been a favorite of mine. Some people don't like it, it's kind of like odd, but I've always liked this movie. I own a VHS, and this is one of Michael Rooker's early roles. I think it was the first feature film of his. Most people know him from Guardians of the Galaxy, but when I think of Michael Rooker, I think of Henry and Days of Thunder. Yeah, and I did a review of this you could check out as well. It's a phenomenal movie. Next up, we have the Resident Evil 4K sets. I know they just reissued it in the steel books, but I've always wanted this set. It's been out for a long time, and I kept passing up on the sales, and they had it on sale again. Got a really good price this year. And I actually enjoyed the movies. A lot of people don't really like the entire collection, but I enjoyed every one of them. I did reviews of all of them you can check out. Next up is a newer release, is the Hellraiser Quartet of Torment box set that came out from Arrow. And I got the exclusive Chatter edition. They also had a Pinhead edition. And being a Hellraiser fan, I'd only seen the first three. So I just decided, basically it's worth getting a set even just for the first one. The first movie is that's so good. But I enjoyed all four. Actually I enjoyed the four. I did reviews of them. And the fourth one I actually enjoyed a little bit more than the third one. But all in all, this is a phenomenal set. I did an unboxing. I did a review of the set as well you can check out. Next up is Dawn of the Dead on 4K from a Second Sight. This is the they got two limited editions. This is the regular one, and the other one just had a different coloring of the logo, and it comes with extra CDs. But as far as the 4K, as far as the movie-wise, both sets are identical. Just the other one comes with extra CDs and maybe a couple other art cards or something. But yeah, I finally got this one, and this is. Last I looked, it was hard to find for a long time, and then finally all of a sudden it showed up again through Walmart, Amazon, Orbit, and Diabolic. I got more in. Next up, we've got the Fly Collection on Blu-ray. I saw this for quite a while. It was real expensive on Amazon and through Walmart, and all of a sudden they started showing up cheaper. And I can't remember if I got it from Walmart or Amazon. They went down really low in price, so I just had to get it. And next one up is something that I was probably one of the last ones to get one of these because everybody had this. The Friday the 13th set from Scream Factory. Price-wise, I just could not pull the trigger. I wanted to have these. It is a gorgeous set, and it wasn't fine until I finally, brought the price down, I think, $75. And it was actually through Shop Factory site. And it was matched on Amazon, but I thought, well, because a couple of these had disc replacements, and if you get through Amazon, it's like there's always a chance that they don't have the replacement disc. So I thought, well, why take a chance? I ordered it straight from Shop Factory and got the replacement disc with it. So glad to finally have this. I've seen everyone else have it for the last couple of years, and I always envied everybody. Like, man, I really want it, and I'm glad to finally have this Blu-ray set. And last but not least is probably, I have to say, my favorite release of this year. I did an unboxing of it, and I did a review of it as well. Frighteners on 4K. This came from Turbine. This is the only way to get the 4K. Rumor was that Turbine had exclusive 4K rights to it for like 4 years. Because Arrow announced that they were going to put it out, but something happened. They didn't, so maybe it is true. But yeah, if you want this on 4K, this is the only way to buy it. It is a beautiful set. This is the first time I ever ordered from Turbine, and it was worth every penny. I should have looked today. Maybe I'll look before I edit this, and I'll post it in below. But yeah, if this is still available, you want to pick this up. They did a phenomenal job with the restoration. It looks incredible. And it just, the box here is gorgeous. They actually had two designs to choose from. And I like the original artwork, and they had some newer one. And I won't pull everything out. If you want to see everything, check out my review and the unboxing where I show everything. But yeah, this is probably the pride and joy of the collection at the moment. I'm so happy to have this. It is just freaking awesome. So that pretty much does it for the 2023 year in review. I hope you enjoyed, going through, talking about some numbers, why I spent each month, and where I, spent the money at, and, showing off some of my favorites here. Comment below, let me know what some of your favorite pickups were for the year. Check out my other videos on my channel, like, subscribe, and turn your bell notifications on. Definitely keep an eye out on my channel, because I'm going to, this year I'm going to do kind of a monthly theme I've never done before. I've seen other people do it on Instagram last couple years, and I thought it would be pretty cool to do it, and I have never done it until this past month. I did, the Christmas, themed month. So for the year of 2024, I'm hoping to do a different theme each month. So in January, the theme of the month will be physical releases from 2023. Entire month watching. I'll probably mix in some other stuff as they come out for older movies and whatnot, but I do want to do as many as I can of movies that came out in 2023 on physical media. There's even there's a couple Blu-rays that I picked up that just came out that's not on 4K. But most of them will be 4Ks, and plus some of them will be first time watches. So there's a chance I'm going to be I'll be pouring out a lot of content to you in January with new releases, some new reviews for you. Other themes I'm thinking about is doing like actors and whatnot. So I maybe do a Schwarzenegger month, a Stallone month. Maybe do a month of movies I've had in my collection for a long time and never watched. That's probably a good way to get some of them watched because I have a lot of those. Also, another one popped in my head was wrestlers. Thinking about wrestlers that crossed over into acting. So I think I have enough there. I can cover a whole month. I definitely want get into that. So hopefully I can do something a little bit. Do this throughout the whole year. Click the link below for my Instagram account. So I'm always posting there as well. So keep an eye on that. Also have a link to my Letterboxd account. Keep track of all the movies I watch. So definitely have a lot more content coming for you. So keep an eye out for that. And we'll see you soon. Geek out.